Pants and Baby J. This is YaYa. We're going to read Curious George and the Puppies. That sounds like fun just from the title, doesn't it? Hey, have your book open? This is George. George was a good little monkey and always very curious. One day George went for a walk with his friend, the man with the yellow hat. Let's turn the page to see what they find. When they sat down to rest, they noticed a tiny kitten peeking out from under a bush. The kitten looked very frightened. Perhaps she's lost, said the man with the yellow hat. Together, he and George searched the whole park for the little kitten's owner. But the kitten was all alone. This kitten is too young to be on her own, the man said. We should take her to a shelter where they can care for her and find her a home. So George and the kitten and the man with the yellow hat drove to the animal shelter. Turn the page to see what happened. The director of the shelter was very glad to see them. It's good of you to bring the kitten here, she said. We'll be happy to take care of her. George gave the kitten to the director, and then he and the man with the yellow hat walked inside. Come in, the director said, but watch where you step. We have a large litter of puppies, and one has gotten out of his cage. And we're still looking for him, so please be careful where you step. She closed the door quickly behind him. Turn the page, you'll see what happened. George had never been to an animal shelter before. Animals of all kinds were being cared for there. George saw bunnies and turtles. I never saw a turtle like yours, huh? And guinea pigs. He even saw a snake. But he didn't see any puppies. Look at all those animals there. See what else he saw. And turn the page. George, I need to sign some papers, said the man with the yellow hat. Please stay here and don't be too, what? Curious. Just as the man with the yellow hat left the room, George heard barking. Can we bark? Let's see. Bark, 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 bark. That's what George heard. Let's bark. Bark, 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 bark. Maybe it was the puppies. George looked around. Where was it coming from? George was curious. He followed the barking noises. Let's turn the page, see where he went. He followed the barking noises, and he found an entire room full of dogs. There were yellow dogs. There were spotted dogs. There were sleek dogs, nice and smooth. And there were fluffy dogs. There were quiet dogs, and there were yappy dogs. And there was even a dog without a tail. That's like our Apache. But where were the puppies? Then George saw a little wagging tail. It looked like that. Then he saw another wagging tail. It looked like that. And then he saw another wagging tail. And it looked like that. And then he saw another wagging tail. I don't think I have that many tails to show you. Let's turn the page. See what he found. I think he saw more than my fingers, don't you? Once George saw all the puppies, he couldn't take his eyes off them, and he just had to sit that on. You would too, wouldn't you? I know I would. Here was a puppy, and that puppy liked George. George wanted to hold that puppy, so slowly he opened the door. But before George could reach that puppy, the mother dog pushed the door open and was off like a shot. George tried to close the door after her, but the puppies were too fast. And there was nothing George could do. Look at that. He gets thrown back because all the dogs are running out. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. That's not being good, is it? Let's turn the page. Puppies were everywhere. Puppies hid under the desk. Puppies barked at bunnies. One puppy was playing with a telephone cord, and another climbed on top of the cage just to watch what all the other puppies were doing. Soon all the dogs were barking, all the cats were meowing, and the bunnies were all in the corner of the cage because it was just way too loud for the bunnies. Look at George, he's holding his head. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Oh, let's turn the page and find out. Oh no! Cried the director, as she and the man with the yellow hat rushed into the room. Now all the puppies are out. The man with the yellow hat helped the director gather all the puppies up, and put them safely back in their cage. And pretty soon all the animals were settled and they were quiet, except for one, who was still barking. It was the mother dog. Bark, 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 bark. What's she barking at? There's nothing there but the door. There must be something on the other side, thought George. So he opened the door. Wonder what's on the other side. Let's turn the page. It was the missing puppy. Everyone was happy to finally find the puppy. The director scooped him up and said, George, you certainly caused the ruckus, but if you hadn't let those puppies out, we might still be searching for this little one. Then she gave the puppies and the mother a snack. These puppies are now big enough to go live with families who will take care of them, she said. Do you want to take one home with you, George? Let's turn the page and see if he did. George did. Look at that. He got to take a puppy home. Well, that's a great way to end the story, I think. How about you? I love you. Till the next story. Bye-bye.
How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I wonder if he is for sale. How much is that doggy anyway? I don't think we have enough money to buy it.